Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another game accessibility video. I don't know if this is going to be like a full spotlight, but it is definitely going to be more of a game accessibility overview video. So I've done some of these, um, for games that I haven't really had a chance to do a full spotlight for, or that I really want to get some accessibility information out about a game. And I've previously done ones for, games I've got reviews copies for and whatnot, but this time we are taking a look at F1 25. And this is, your Formula One racing game from EA. And the F1 25 edition actually has some accessibility features in it for blind players. So this isn't, it's not a full spotlight video because I wouldn't consider, we're not there as far as the interface yet. Unfortunately, there is no menu narration that I could find. The menus themselves overall seem pretty clean. Visually, I haven't had a problem with that. They've had this nice dark background, light text. The first thing when you launch the game, it does present you with a lot of different accessibility features. But why I wanted to bring your attention to this game is because, like Forza Motorsport, it actually has some blind driving audio cues that work fairly similarly to Forza. There's not quite as much customization, but actually there is quite a bit for what is there, and it's a really great start. Right now I'm in the menu in career mode. They have a lot of different things. They have like your kind of a story mode, they have a career mode, they have online, they have all of your stuff that you would typically expect from a racing game. But the other reason I wanted to do this right away before I get too far into this is because if you are a Game Pass subscriber, PC, console, Ultimate, EA Games, actually I'm not sure if you have to have the Ultimate for this, but if I have Game Pass Ultimate, and as part of that, EA, you get 5 hours of access to a game. So there's a couple EA games that I'm going to be kind of doing similar videos. We're going to take a look at this, and we're also going to take a look at FC 26. I'll talk more about that in another video, but I had to see what kind of driving assists and like driving audio cues they had in this, and I've played 2 races so far, a qualifier and an actual race. And yeah, I played a little dirty in the race. I'm old school arcade. I have trouble behaving and, being super clean. I'm like, yeah, just go. but, um, but yeah, I did place first, and I'm using a combination of my vision and the audio cues, especially as I'm kind of learning what that, kind of getting used to the audio cues. So let's go into. Right now, we can choose like our tires, and we can go in and set up our vehicle. The other thing that I like about this is, like I said, I love racing games, but I'm more the arcadey style. When you go into options the first time, they actually give you 3 different tiers of options. So if you're a scrub like I am, and not super deep into simulation racing games, they have a casual, kind of a standard, and then an advanced option. So if you really, really know your stuff and you really want to get in there and adjust everything from like your car's tuning, the tracks, the controls, and dead zones, and all kinds of shenanigans, you can do all of that stuff. But I just said, no, give me a casual experience, turn my audio cues on. Again, I really, really I really hope they can patch in menu narration, because I did not see it in the options. But this could be, again, if they build on this from 25, maybe they put menu narration into 26. This could be another option for blind gamers for racing, and that's fan-bloody-tastic. We have Forza, we have F1 now. I'm really, really hoping that the recently announced Forza Horizon, what is it, 6, I think it is, set in Japan. God, if that has open world and audio cues, that'll be great. But let's go ahead and hit X here.
AI is giving control to you.
And there you go. It does have the narration to say, hey, it's giving control. I've never done this track before, so I have no idea. Okay, I'm going to pause it here. So and it's really nice because there's a whole bunch of different sounds, and you can adjust their volume, you can adjust their pitch, you can turn on and off many different assists. Now again, because I'm going to turn magnifier on because it does work in here. Interestingly, let's go into settings here. You can't move the mouse controller, you have to, I can pan around it, which is great, but it doesn't give me a mouse pointer, so I have to also use the D-pad. But let's go into settings because I do want to show you, and let me zoom out here. So you've got this grid of settings here, and there's some really neat, surprising stuff in here. You have, like your gameplay, you have an assists menu, your audio, you have all kinds of sliders for like, your car and other cars. The announcer, there's audio ducking for like if somebody's talking and your engine audio ducking. But there's all kinds of different audio that you can set up. As I said, you have volumes for all of your audio cues for blind driving. And even under headphones, or under audio, you can choose headphones or, your TV speakers, and they go one further. And it's funny because they didn't have the exact headset I had, but I have it on generic right now. But like they had a couple of Turtle Beach headsets in there, and they had the Stealth 5 and 600, but not the 700. So I'm curious if I would have chose. I'll have to play with that later. But like if I chose the 600, if it's close enough to the 700 Gen 2 Max, if that would. But so there's a lot of customization. You have your advanced, your casual, all these different menus. You can rebind the controls, camera options, graphics. Like I said, there's so much here, and I want to get really into the accessibility. So where was that? It's like the menus are a little bit differently laid out from what I recall in the main menu. Accessibility. Let's go into accessibility and let's see what they show us. So now I'm going to zoom in here again just because it's going to be easier for me to read. And they break it down. You've got a lot of subtitle options here. So you got text color. You can tell it's British. You got the OUR in there. But you got the background. So you get audio. You got your voice chat. You can have text to speech for voice chat and everything. So there's voice chat. See, I'm gonna jump past all the. You got mono mixes in here, so if you want to do like you want to set everything to mono. Engine ducking, I mentioned that earlier. Tinnitus, they've got a couple of tinnitus settings. A lot of the F1 cars have this really high pitched kind of whine to them, so they account for that. Audio driving assist. Here we go. Check all of this out. This is cool, dude. So you have AI control cues, and all these are off by default, but you can turn them on. So that's where it was telling me, hey, AI is going, or AI is giving you control, whatever. You got braking assist cues. That is very good. And again, look at this. You have your braking assist cue frequency. That's pretty cool. And then volume. And you have the same thing. So you got gear indicator. I am totally not doing automatic because I have a hard enough time. Or I'm not doing manual. I'm doing automatic. But So auto steering assist, audio steering assist. So it kind of tells you like, like the edges of the track and everything. Frequencies, audio steering assist. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yeah. So you can adjust your look ahead just like you can in Forza. So how long do you want to be notified in advance of where you have to turn? So you have your minimum, your maximum, track limit cues. I'm not quite sure what that is. I don't know if that's like when you get like segments of a track. I hear a little beeping every once in a while, and I think that's what that is. Track limit cue frequency, volume, turn cues. These are great. It tells you basically fast, medium, or slow. So fast is it's different terminology in Forza, but you have your slow is your kind of your hairpin, your really tight turns, medium naturally, and then your fast curves you can kind of keep on the throttle a little bit more. Yeah, so turn cue volume, you have wrong way indicator, you have wrong way cue frequency, volume. So those are all of the audio cues, and then you have display stuff here. So you've got a you got a colorblind mode. You can choose some filters there. You got a bunch of multiplayer stuff. Now I don't know if because I'm not going to be doing multiplayer in this video, but I don't know if you can do ghost cars or if you're always going to be, because even in the career, there's physical cars, man. Like you can't just ghost through them like you can in some races in Forza. So, yeah, you're bumping, you're rubbing. And I'm pretty sure I was a little too aggressive because toward the end of the race, I think I had some car damage on or something because my car was I had to fight it a little bit. It would either list to the left or the right a little bit. Like it would kind of automatically try to just veer off in a direction. So I'd have to be a little more aggressive on trying to. So maybe don't play it like me. Don't play so aggressively. But there's your options. I mean, I can't go into all of this stuff because there's so many options here, and I'll give them a lot of credit. Again, I really wish they had menu narration. But all the driving assists, they already have the text to speech for chat, and they have the text to speech for telling you when AI is taking over, when it's giving control to you. So I don't know that, again, look at these menus. They're clean visually. So you've kind of got a grid, and then your other menus are like your pause menu is just a vertical menu. So you might be able to use OCR to get through some of this. Or memorize, what the menus are. I think somebody had actually created a menu guide for blind players. I forget who that was, but probably just look that up online as well. So before I go back into the race, you'll hear either on the left or right, you'll hear beeps when I get close to a wall, or not a wall, but the side of the track. You'll hear kind of a lower if I'm going too fast and it's telling me, hey, slow down, you're taking this corner too hot. You will hear the AI copilot basically telling me, is it a fast, medium, or slow corner? You will hear, like I said, you'll kind of get the idea as you listen to me play. I'm going to try not to talk a ton so I can just let you listen to me doing this lap. Again, I've never played this track, so things may get interesting, but here we go. Okay, we're going to slow down. Left fast, okay. So that's telling me go.
Left medium.
See, I was going too
Right
fast there. So that beep, beep, beep on the right, that's the wall to the side.
Left fast.
And you can invert,
Right
like
fast.
you can invert kind of like you can in Forza, like the way
Right
you chase the audio. I left it at default. Oh, this is a lot of corners. This is going to be hard with a lot of other cars on the track.
Left hairpin.
Ooh, that's a new one. Haven't had one of those yet. All right.
Right fast. Right medium.
Whoa! Glazed the wall
Left
a little bit
fast.
there. See, you heard that deep? I don't know what that is. If that's like a segment thing.
Left medium.
Going way too
Right
hot
fast.
there. Okay.
Right fast.
It's a long track.
Left hairpin.
Yeah, I was going way too hot there, way too fast. Thankfully and there is a rewind feature. I haven't used it yet, but yeah, I think
AI is now taking control.
Okay, so we did our qualifying lap.
Left slow. Right slow.
Okay. Yeah, this is a narrow course, and there's a lot of there's a lot of corners in here. So getting ahead of the pack is going to be. I have a feeling my car is going to take a lot of damage here.
It's time to leave for now, but we'll be back tomorrow when the feature race gets underway.
So yeah, it's not telling, again, having menu narration to be able to tell you what ranking you qualified in. When you finish a race, you get like driver or career points and everything. So again, none of that actually speaks. But we're going to hit A again. And we're probably going to get... So yeah, we're going to get our... There, we get some points and whatever. Experience. RAC, AWA. I have no idea what any of these things mean. But I'm just here to drive cars, man. All right, so we'll do one race and then we'll wrap up the video. But again, I want to show you that, again, it's not perfect. There is still work that needs to be done. But this is a fantastic start. I'm really impressed with how the in-game driving works. There could be a few more cues for different things, like maybe having a button to where I can know what place I'm in. Or even if I pass a car, if it would just say, 5th, 7th. You don't have to make it wordy, but just letting me know that you passed a car. And also because you're not, you don't have ghost cars, you kind of go through them. Really making sure that you're aligned, again, especially if you want to get good and go online against other people. People do not like a lot of the, especially for simulation games like this, they want people to, play clean. And even if it's by accident, really being able to know, is my car a little bit behind it still, or am I far enough to one side to where I can get around them? Really making sure that audio pops so I can really tell, I have clear track ahead of me and I can try to pass this car. So let's do a race. And I'm doing F2, which is kind of like the lower tier.
Hello and welcome to the Jeddah Street circuit, where the excitement is building for what I'm sure will be an exciting Formula 2 race here in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Saudi. All right, that's where we are. All right, fair enough. But yeah, so this is kind of
Let's examine the Jeddah Street circuit. As you can see,
level.
this has the potential to be a very challenging track for our young F2 drivers.
Oh yeah.
We'll get a good chance to see which of them have been able to best capitalize on their time spent here in practice earlier this weekend. And like the other street circuits on the calendar, the lack of runoff is going to make sections of this track very punishing if the drivers get it wrong. Let's hope we avoid having to bring out the safety car this time around.
Yeah, about
As
that.
the engineers make their last inspection of the cars, let's take a look at today's grid order for the race.
All right.
A fantastic effort from Isaac Hadjar yesterday puts him on pole position. with Andrea Kimi Antonelli alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Colapinto, Maloney, Jack Crawford, Behrman, Fittipaldi, Verschoor, Pepe Marti, Ritomo Miata, Barnard, Correa.
Where the hell am I?
Dennis Hauger, Kushmaini, Villa Gomez, Dirksen.
Oh, I'm way back.
O'Sullivan, Amory Cordial, Aaron, Stanek, Bortoletto, and Victor Martins completes the grid.
Ouch.
Now
Victor
it's
is
almost time
apparently
to
in the
lights
far
out.
back. That's
So
what
let's
I
get
am right
down to
now.
the track.
So I'm apparently Victor. I don't know who anybody is.
Hello one, hello all, and welcome to the commentary box. I'm Alex Jakes.
In this,
He
so-
is Alex Brundle, and we have changeable conditions today, Alex. How does that uncertainty affect the strategy?
There are going to be some quivering hands on the tyre guns, aren't there, when they tighten up what could easily be the wrong specification of tyre completely for the conditions. It's a gamble out there.
Okay, here we go.
This is not going to be an easy race from this position, but just give it your best shot.
Yeah, about that. All right, so I hit
AI
A.
is giving control to you.
Here we go.
Left slow.
Whoa! Yeah, I'm going in way too hot already.
Right
Ah. Yeah, I gotta be not so aggressive. I
fast.
gotta move fast, okay? Got around a car or two here.
slow. Left medium.
Yeah. Ow,
Right
wall.
fast. Left fast. Right fast. Right medium.
I almost have to boost the volume of other cars so I can really hear where they are in my soundscape. Yeah, that guy's flying.
Left hairpin.
Okay, slow way down. Here we go. Come on. Yep,
Right
there we go.
fast.
Okay.
Right medium. Left fast.
Cut the inside. Oh, stupid wall. I'm playing a little bit visually, a little bit audibly.
Left medium. Right fast.
But I'm really using those
Right
audios for, especially the acceleration, if I'm going in too fast on a corner. Yeah, this is a long-ass track, man.
Left hairpin.
Slow down. There we go. Get out of my way, car. Hey! Cut me off, punk. Oh, no.
Okay, you're in the top 10.
Okay, that's good. I can't look at
Right
my
slow.
stats right now.
Right slow.
Right. Slow. Out of my way, punk.
Left fast.
I got places to go, races to win here.
Left medium. Right fast. Left fast. Right fast.
Uh-oh. Oh, there's a lot of corners here.
Right medium.
Especially with when it's
Left
opened up
fast.
a little bit. Like I end up going too
Look out for a
fast.
bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get
Left
past.
hairpin.
Working on it. Trying.
Right fast.
And that's cool. They're talking about like other cars and that. That's
Right
you know,
medium.
you got your pit crew
Left fast.
telling you stuff. Dude, get out of my way. Now I'm losing ground on this fast corner here. Yeah, they're pulling away.
Left medium. Right fast.
I got to get them on the corners is where I got to
Right
get them.
fast.
They seem to pull away from me on the straights.
Left hairpin.
All right, hairpin, slow the heck down. Oh, here we go. And you see how, like, the closer I get to a side, it gets more of a solid beep instead of a beep, beep,
Nice
beep, beep.
move. Keep going.
I'm working on it, dude.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Okay.
Left slow.
Okay, Victor. I know you've had a couple of scrappy
Right
laps,
slow.
but let's focus now on getting your head down and keeping the next few clean.
Left fast.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to like me because I
Left
don't play
medium.
clean. I play dirty, man.
Right fast.
I'm sure you get penalized for that
Left fast.
in real, but I said I'm playing this as like an
Right
arcade.
fast.
Well, not. Oh, no. Oh,
I'm
I got.
afraid we didn't
Right
quite meet
medium.
our targets there, but don't worry about it. Get your head
Left
down and
fast.
chin up, and let's focus on the rest of this race.
I'm working on it. There's a lot of S curves here, dude. There's a lot of S curves.
Left hairpin. Right fast.
Okay, here we go. Make up some ground here. I hope. Oh, his car's starting to
Right
pull.
medium.
I think.
Left fast.
Oh no, I got off track again. A little uglier this time. Yeah, it's pulling to the right now. I think.
Left medium. Right fast.
Yeah.
Right fast.
Kind of hard to talk.
Left hairpin.
Slow down. Oh, got a little close to that. Where the hell? Oh, there you go. I was gonna say. I was trying to find out where that other dude, where the other car was. I don't even know what place I'm in. At least I know I'm in the top 10. And I know I've
Left
got a
slow.
couple cars since then. Yeah.
Right
Okay.
slow.
Oh. Okay, we're on another lap.
Left fast.
Out of my way, duder. I know, that was a
Left
punk
medium.
move. Oh, jeez.
Right
Okay,
fast.
squirreled around that guy. That was a nice...
Left fast. Right fast.
Oh, these fast corners
Right
are
medium.
deceiving because they're
Left
fast
fast.
S curves. You still got to be on the ball even though it's a fast curve. Yeah. Still got that guy ahead of me there.
Left hairpin.
I'm thinking we might be in second, but I'm not sure. Again, I'm just watching the road in front of me and listening to my cues.
Right fast.
Okay, we got... Yeah, this guy ahead, he's
Right medium.
hard to go. I was gonna say he's hard to
Left
catch,
fast.
but I almost have him. Just got to find the right advantage around the corner.
Left medium.
Okay, yeah.
Right fast.
Keep on. Yep. Okay.
Right fast.
I was gonna say, could I get him here? It's okay if I don't get him, but I'm just trying not to wreck.
Left hairpin.
Oh dear. Oh, I think we got him. Ah! Got you in the hairpin, punk. It is over now. That was a
Great
nice...
work. That's a new fastest lap of the
That was a
race.
nice slide in
Left
too.
slow.
Right, here we got our left, right, slow.
Right slow.
Oh no!
Left
I got
fast.
way too off track there. I was
Left
trying to
medium.
listen to the audio and
Right
I
fast.
overestimated.
Left fast. Right fast.
S
Right
curves.
medium.
It's a fun track, actually. This game is really fun. I'll have to pick this up on Steam when it goes on sale. Because like I said, I'm just doing the Game Pass trial right now. But this is actually pretty fun. I like this a lot.
Right fast. Right medium. Left fast.
Yeah, I don't even hear the guy behind me anymore. So as long as they don't screw up too bad. Probably have one lap after this, I would hope. Hopefully we're going pretty far. I didn't see how many. That's why, again, I wish there was text to speech so I could have heard the stats about like how many laps and stuff. Yeah, this is great. They could clean up some of the menus and stuff. They could have a real winner post if they patched in or if they do more for 26. I'm going to keep an eye on this series now. Good job, EA.
AI is now taking control.
Yeah, son. We did it, I think.
Left slow.
Hell yeah.
Right slow.
Whew. All right, what do we got here?
Left fast.
The French driver will see the checkered flag first. Victor Martins takes the win.
Yeah, coming from dead last. Yeah, it was a little rough, you know, it was a little dirty, but
won again. Back to back, momentum really building for them at this stage of the season.
it's even keeping track. Okay, commentaries reflecting that I won the other race. So yeah.
ART, the French team who have been racing since the 90s in various forms of motorsport, are once again back on the winner's podium today after a brilliant display from team and driver.
Okay, so they're showing like the top 3 podium, I think. And like I said, there is an actual, I think, full career mode, like more of a story, you know. A lot of the EA sports games are doing that these days, like football and basketball or whatever, but it might be sort of interesting to try. But yeah. All right, so we're getting our stats here, or our XP and whatnot.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care for now.
All right. So we'll hit A here. We'll tally up our XP and other rewards. Hopefully we didn't get fined too aggressively for, well, being a little bit aggressive, shall we say. But, yeah, and there are weather conditions, so it can be raining or storming or sunny, cloudy. Haven't had a rainy course yet, but yeah. So, and now we're probably going to be, yep. Okay, so we're back at the screen where we're going to do our qualifying. I think that's all I really need to cover here. I said, I don't know. I don't know if I'll call this a spotlight video or an accessibility overview, because it kind of is a little bit. I mean, I haven't gone into all the different modes and stuff, but yeah, it's such a shame that menu narration isn't here, because, like I said, the racing, while it may not have quite as many cues, it's actually quite good. It tells me when I need to brake. It tells me what kind of corner is coming up. It tells me when I'm close to the side of the track. I'm just trying to figure out a way, because again, I'm wondering, like, lowering my car volume, raising the other cars' volumes. And I don't think you would want to have, you wouldn't want to have necessarily, if they added additional audio cues for other drivers, you wouldn't want to have more, I think, than the one directly ahead of you, because, again, we've got how many cars? Like 12, 15 cars on the track in a race. So how do you, if you had cues for every car, that would be extremely overwhelming, and your audio would get way too cluttered. But maybe if they had like a different sound, or maybe if they somehow we're able to emphasize like the car that you're battling with at the moment, where it would kind of emphasize the volume and the audio panning of that car, so I could really get a sense of, could I get around this guy, or am I going to be, am I going to hit his left rear fender with my right tire? Am I not quite around him yet? Because I think, yeah, that's where it gets tricky. Navigating the track is one thing, but when you're fighting constantly against other racers, even in Forza, a lot of people would typically play with ghost cars, and so, again, just like anything, you get used to it and whatnot, but I'm impressed. I think this is a really good start, and I genuinely hope that EA Sports is able to further improve this for next year's game, because there's a lot of potential here. And as I'm recording this, we just got news within the last day or two that EA is going private. They got bought out by some Saudi investors or something, so they're going private, and I don't know what that's going to do. All these mergers and buyouts, and it hasn't gone well for other companies, and so I really hope that accessibility doesn't go on the chopping block. I really hope that they are able to continue with accessibility, because they're doing some nice things, I wish Madden would have gotten, they started it and then they improved it, and then I've heard other people say it's kind of regressed a little bit lately as far as blind accessibility, but I hope the teams are given the resources so they can at least maintain, and if not, hopefully improve their accessibility, because we need this, if we can play the same games as everyone else, that's fantastic. That's where we're going to wrap it up here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. Follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and of course right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.